Hey there everybody, hope your day is going well. Jacarried with Old School Gaming here, and welcome to another PokeTalk. So I did get my computer back, and apparently they couldn't find any problems with it. I do not understand what in the hell's going on. It's like the old idiom of a watched pot never boils. Well, for my computer, an unwatched program never works. I have to sit here and watch it actually render all the way through for it to go, because anytime I just try to hit render, turn off the screen, go to bed, it never works. Honestly, I don't know what in the hell's going on. I mean, hell, by the time this comes out, I'll be in the far future, and I will be reviewing these, in the days leading up to their upload, so I don't know if, future me is uploading on other days of the week. Maybe after this one, I'll create another video that goes into more detail about what in the hell I'm dealing with and what's going on, and maybe if, I'll provide as much information as possible if it's still going on by that time. And yeah, that'll be a completely separate video apart, way apart from this. So, was it blue or red? And I think it was blue that had a Rattata on the team. And using Super Fang, I'm just, hey, why isn't this super powerful? I did look it up and I found out exactly why Super Fang isn't super powerful. It's actually because the way Super Fang works, it only takes away 50% of the opponent's current hit points. Which, I mean, on one hand, in combat when trying to get somewhere, not the best. But given that it only takes away 50%, I may just be putting Rattata on capture teams again. Because, I mean, if it only takes away 50%, of the current hit points, then I can just, 50% until it finally gets into red, and I won't have to worry about, oh crap, is this going to be a critical hit, or something like that. So, yeah, that's why Super Fang isn't super powerful, and, yeah, it might actually make capturing new Pokemon that much easier, because it's, like I said, don't have to worry about, oh crap, is this too much power? Am I going to make a critical hit? Now, as I'm grinding everyone to level 37, as I'm sure you noticed, there were some extra captures, at least in red and yellow. Because here's the thing, blue has been holding on to that Meowth, extra Meowth, for a while, and yellow cannot capture a Meowth. So, extra Magnemite for that last extra Meowth. And then, of course, red did capture that extra Voltorb, going to yellow for yet another extra Magnemite. And yes, red and blue can get Magnemite at way over at the power plant, just as yellow can get Voltorb there. But I don't want to have to wait that long just to get the extra Pokemon. Yeah, might as well just, trade them now, and then at least, well, traded Pokemon can finally join the team once I get the next badge, which is actually not that far away. Just have to get through Rock Tunnel, and then another grinding session, then through routes 8 and 7, I think. Yep, through the underground tunnel to Celadon City, then another grinding session. Then I can get the Rainbow Badge, I think it is. Yeah, then I can finally get the Rainbow Badge. And then I can finally grind everyone, including the trades. At least for a little while, yeah. They're going to be fairly close to the next point where I can no longer control traded Pokemon by the time I get to that point. So, the one TM on the previous route was Teleport. Yeah. Pretty much a useless move. I mean, yeah, sure, it can be kind of neat, like, if you're stuck on a route somewhere, or maybe in the middle of a patch of grass, and if I take one more step, encounter one more Pokemon, my last Pokemon's going to fade. Teleport immediately to the Pokemon Center. But, like in trainer battles, it does nothing. It always guaranteed to fail. And then even in wild battles, it just teleports away. No, I want the experience. So yeah, just sell it for a measly 500. Whoopity-doo-dah. But the TM24, acquired from Lieutenant Surge Thunderbolt, will be going to Voltorb. And Voltorb is actually a perfect choice for Thunderbolt, because despite being an electric Pokemon, Voltorb doesn't actually learn any electric-type moves, so I will give it something to, take advantage of the same type. And plus, well, I mean, Thunderbolt is pretty powerful. It's, it can be decent in anyone's hand, even that stupid Meowth in Pokemon Stadium, that new Bubble Beam. And, wait, was it Thunder Shock or Thunder... I don't know, and honestly, I don't care, because that's over and done with. Until next time. So, with the way the rotations will be going for the next round, since Mr. Mime was the one to learn Flash, yeah, he'll be at the bottom of everyone's team. It won't be in the rotation. Everyone's just going to be rotating, 5 instead of 6. And besides, let's say worst comes to worst and the 5 Pokemon that I'm, trying to travel with end up fainting, Mr. Mime can still be controlled. Because I can control up to level 30. One more level, and like maybe 1 in 5 commands actually are obeyed. But I highly doubt that, because, like I just said, grinding everyone up to level 37, and then we'll, get through Rock Tunnel. Right, that's pretty much all there is to talk about with this PokeTalk and the routes I've just taken, and looking forward to definitely lighting up that damn tunnel. So, let's pick 3 Pokemon, because, yeah, still want to just stick with the Pokemon with 3 Pokemon that everyone has captured. And, yeah, that's definitely getting a little more difficult, but let's go with, Venonat. Yeah, wow, Venonat was caught way back up near Bill's house. Let's go with a Drowsy, and, a recent capture, Voltorb, because why not? So, Venonat. Yeah, Venonat is definitely one of those special cases, and that's because Yellow has a much, much, much better learn set. By the gods, I mean, in Red and Blue, never mind that Red and Blue haven't been able to grind Venonat at all for a while now. Just, even getting up to level 30, Venonat in Yellow has so much of a better learn set than in Red and Blue. Yeah, same with, like the Nidorans and Mankey and Pikachu and I think a couple others that I just haven't caught yet, but oh yeah, I'll be getting to those later. And of course, Venonat does or no, it's like right at level 31. I've been, constantly pressing B, no, do not evolve, into Venomoth. And despite this thing having wings, similar to Beedrill, Venomoth is not a flying type, it's a bug and poison. Yeah, unfortunately, these two do suffer from the poison curse, but overall, it's actually a pretty well balanced. Maybe, definitely not a great bug type or even a great poison type, but the stats are fairly well balanced and kind of make up for the fact that it's not a very good type when it comes to certain special attacks. At least in yellow, it has learned Confusion, which makes it just a little bit better because of how ridiculously overpowered the psychic attacks are. But yeah, it's not really a very great Pokemon overall. I mean, it's fun to have, but for some reason I keep talking about like an ultimate team with these PokeTalks. Venonat or Venomoth, definitely not very good. Now, compared to Drowsy, well, I mean, hell, it's a psychic type. And the psychic types are just ridiculously overpowered because the only thing that resists a psychic is another psychic, and the only thing that's actually super effective against a psychic type is bug type attacks. And most bugs are also poison type, which psychic is super effective against. So yeah. Right, and Drowsy does start off fairly weak. But with, just like with a lot of weak Pokemon, Drowsy gets up there in level, it actually becomes a very, very good contender. I mean, hell, like, at the level that Drowsy's grinding to, it's not going to learn any more levels, period. And it's constantly begging to evolve into Hypno, obviously. But, I mean, even just unevolves, with Headbutt, Hypnosis, Dream Eater, and Psychic, there's pretty much nothing that can stand against Drowsy, period. Drowsy can pretty much just run the show at this point, right next to Mew. And, like, with Drowsy starting out, the, what is it? Oh yeah, the attack stat is very, very minuscule. But, after leveling up for a while, like, even, like, let's say facing another Psychic, then that Headbutt can actually be pretty damn powerful. The Psychic attacks may not be very powerful, of course, but, I mean, hell, that's why I just left Drowsy with that normal attack, so that way, oh, another Psychic, Headbutt, boom, I win. It is, I wouldn't say a glass cannon, but definitely a sturdy cannon at least, because, Drowsy does get a very high special, decent defense, mediocre speed, and a low attack stat. So, it is very good, but not the best Psychic. Best Psychic definitely has to go to Mewtwo, but, or at least in the current team, the best Psychic would definitely have to go to Mew, even though Mew hasn't actually learned any Psychic attacks yet. Give it time. And finally, we have Voltorb. So, as I mentioned earlier, Voltorb doesn't actually learn any electric type attacks, which is why I just gave it the, what was it? Oh yeah, Thunderbolt. So, yeah, but the thing is, as Voltorb levels, its speed is just incredible. It, pretty much nothing can stand up to Voltorb in sheer speed. Except maybe Persian. I don't know. Maybe. But, I mean, Voltorb, once evolved, just does a color swap, becomes Electrode, and then becomes even faster. Yeah. And, the Sonic Boom move that it learns, it is useful at, like when first capturing Voltorb and leveling up. A move like Sonic Boom is actually quite nice because, this Pokemon's super weak. Well, Sonic Boom will always get rid of 20 hit points on the opponent, no matter the defense, no matter the typing. It just doesn't matter. Sonic Boom, 20 hit points, 20 hit points. And yeah, like I said, it can be kind of good, but it is rather annoying that it only gets rid of 20 hit points and never gets better. I'll eventually replace it with, like a proper attack or something. Maybe, depending on what. I haven't looked up all of Voltorb's learn sets, so I might do that, I might not. I don't know. Yeah, and as for electric types go, it sucks. And it only sucks because it can't learn any electric type attacks on its own. You'd have to maybe Thunderbolt or maybe another electric type attack and give it to Voltorb to actually get use of, like I said, its speed is just absolutely incredible. So yeah, it's pretty much gonna, be faster than almost anything, even of the same level. Alright, and I think that's pretty much all I would want to talk about in this video. So yeah, still going to be grinding everyone level 37. That's definitely going to take a little while. And hopefully my computer doesn't fuck up on me too much more. That's going to be it. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell so you can always be notified whenever I might upload a video. And of course, have fun.